Personally speaking, I must say that I've been part of this initiative for the last 4 years, and therefore it's close to my heart. And there's something which I like about it is the way it's organized, the way that it's conceived, and the way it's executed. All these are done in such professional fashion. And I see that, it's not just the people from the military who attend, it's the industry. So there is an interface that's provided between the industry, the user, and the academia. So there are many people who from think tanks, even now I am in a think tank, we come here. Now when you exchange this information, what it tells you is, what are the areas in which you have to study? For a military planner, he knows what is the technology that's available, what is it that he can buy, what is it that he can demand from the technology solution provider. So for the technology solution provider, he understands the user requirements. So I think in all these counts, IQPC has done exceedingly well. I must compliment you all for what you've done.
Oh, I think this conference you have organized is very, very useful, very helpful. From platform-based operations, we have to go to network-based operations. And this is what has happened in the operation I am conducting now, which is also Active Endeavor. We have been moving to a network-based operation, which is proving very fruitful. This conference is very useful, and it's also a good occasion to meet people, exchange ideas, and do some brainstorming, which is always helpful.
Excellent. I think this event is very important. This is where really you are able to share experiences and see how things are being done, not only by yourself, but as well as by being done by others, and learning from those experiences, and also trying to develop relationships wherein you can be able to work together and address a common problem.
The most important thing that I think that events like this do is it brings individuals together in an environment that allows the sharing of ideas. For this particular conference, it's great having the single focus of maritime ISR, what does it mean, where we're going, baseline of how was it used inside of OUP. Those kinds of themes are good. I think this is a great opportunity. It's a wonderful venue. And I think as this conference continues, what you're going to have is you're going to have more and more people having a greater level of understanding. And then they'll be able to take that understanding and have action that is going to be a positive action for a maritime ISR in the future.
The challenges at sea as far as illegality and some of the pollution, bunkering, oil theft is concerned, is something that is common, universal in nature. And I'm very glad that I'm here to see what the conference has organized. It should be more regular, and also not only just for the operators, also for the policymakers, so that when the operators ask for one equipment or the other, they should be able to budget effectively to make sure those that are supposed to carry out these operations are empowered to carry out the operations.
Some of the information about coastal surveillance and maritime situational awareness from other parts of the world, I personally was unaware of, and the extent of that maritime, the investment in maritime domain awareness. The second aspect of that is the networking that this provides, and seeing other people that are sort of doing the same thing that maybe the United States is doing and so forth, and networking and finding out. In particular, I came here with an agenda to understand a little more about this emerging capability that I just described to you about commercial space.
The conference, for me, it's a convergence of specialists and people from different backgrounds looking at a common problem. For me, that is very, very important from that point of view. But secondly, in my conclusion, I made a reference to an African proverb that says that if you want to walk fast, you walk alone. But if you want to walk a long distance, you walk together. That is the essence of the conference like this, because it then says that the maritime challenges that we face today, they are not going to be solved just like this in a moment. It's going to take a long time before we can actually get our arms around these problems. So for us to achieve the ultimate victory, we need to work together. We need to get partnerships.
because the different countries and regions, we are not all of us equally resourced. Others are better resourced, others are poorly resourced. So we can only be better resourced if we move together as a team, so that ultimately we can be in a position to overcome and to actually mitigate against all the challenges that we face. For me, that is the essence of the conference we have today.
When you're dealing through lines of communication that are written or email or through regular chain of command, then information can be rather narrow and can be misled. But when you come to this type of environment where you can get to meet people from industry and from other countries and other militaries face to face, you realize that a lot of you are sharing all the same concerns, and you get a chance to talk openly and discuss possible solutions to our shared challenges. So it's very rewarding that way. It's a chance for information to flow freely and for better understanding to be achieved by all.